What is up, YouTube? We are at the track, as you can see. Love this track, but not digging this weather. It's like overcast and hot, and then the air, we live at altitude, I say it all the time, but the air feels thick. I don't know if it's just in my head, but some days I feel like the air is thick and the air is hard to breathe because it's thick, but the air is actually thin. I don't know. I don't understand that stuff, but can't let it get to my head. Got a hard effort today. Got our 12-mile run that I flip-flopped from yesterday. 12-mile run, 7 miles at 6:40. So we'll warm up a couple miles, run a hard 7, and then finish with a cool down at 3. Full day of work, been up since 3 a.m. Wife has hardly slept. Boys did not sleep well. I probably slept the best in the family. However, I still did not get enough sleep. Like I said, low sleep, coached 2 classes, full day of work, running. I'm hungry. Hopefully, since I'm hungry, that means I'm light. Maybe I'm light and I'll run fast today. We'll see. I don't know if that's how it works. But we got a 12-mile run. We got to get it in. Look, if I can do this, you can do this. Babies, helping taking care of them, 2 jobs, 1 part-time, 1 full-time. Got to do all of that, and then at the end of my day I get to get my run in, and I'm pumped for it. I took a little bit of pre-workout. I'm ready to go. The sun is still shining. It's summertime, thank God. It'd be much harder if it was during the winter and it was already dark, but this is what we got to do, right? And the Boston Marathon ain't no joke. I mean, there's no jokers that are applying for this marathon. Everybody who applies is legit. So you got to show up, you got to train, you got to out train the other applicants, right? You don't get into the Boston Marathon not doing that, at least with me and my genetics. I ain't that gifted. So anyways, here we are. We're about to get this in. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be hard, but I'm looking forward to it. It's been a stressful week, and so this is a way to get that all out in a healthy manner. And yeah, feeling good. I'll tune in after this workout is done and I have 12 miles secured in the bag. All right, just finished my 12-mile run, and as you can see, it started to rain out there, which actually, for a split second, it sucked. For the remainder of the run, it was amazing because it kept my body temperature cool. It got really windy, but on a track that only hurts you half the time. Half the time it's pushing me forward. So I felt like it was a net benefit because it was keeping me cool. 2-mile warm up, 7 miles at 6:35, 8 seconds faster than what I attempted last week, which was a 6:43. Let's go. I was so pumped with that. And like I said, I mean, I was not, I don't know, it's hard to find a balance. I was not feeling great. Like, you know, Garmin, if you have a Garmin watch, it asks you after your workout, how did you feel? You can either be like good or average or weak or whatever. I would say that I was average, like my new average, my new status quo, teetering towards a little weak, but I put average. And yeah, man, I went for it. And I think the key for me is, I think negative splits, there's probably a lot of truth to that. Negative splits helping. And I think that for probably like elite athletes, elite runners, like it really makes sense. For me, just knowing me, I know that if I build in a fade, if I actually come out a little hot and know that I'm going to slow down towards the end, that usually ends up being my fastest way to attempt a workout. So my thought was, let's go out hot, but not too hot. So my goal was to run like low 6:30s. And I think I ran like 6:32, 33 for the first couple of miles and felt pretty solid. And I was like, all right, let's see how long we can hang on and like build some seconds in the bank, so to speak. And then but by mile 4, by mile 5, I had like 24, 25 seconds in the bank. And kind of just, if you don't know what I'm talking about, every single split under 640, because again, 640 was my goal. Every single mile that I went under 640, I started to keep track of how many seconds that was. So the very first mile was 632, right? So that's 8 seconds. And then that second mile, I think it was a 633, so that's 7 seconds. So now I got 15 seconds in the bank. So then in theory, if at the end I'm really starting to fade, I've got 15 seconds where I could do a 647 and a 648, and my average over the 7 miles would still end up at 640, right? So I started to play that little game with me, and I just continued to accumulate 3, 4, 5 seconds in the bank, and felt strong and finished strong. And so yeah, it was a great effort. I'm very happy with that. I needed that. Wow. Yeah, because I was pretty bummed with my performance last week. I was trying not to let it get to me, and it didn't get to me too much, but I really didn't want to repeat above a 640. And so a 635, like that's probably a best effort out here in Colorado Springs for sure. 7 miles at 635, again, close to 7,000 feet of elevation is what we run at. And so ChatGPT, you know, back of the napkin, that's, you know, if I were to run in Indiana where I'm from, supposedly that could be up to 15 seconds faster at the same effort, right? So that's like me running 620s ish, right? And then if for my marathon, that's a net downhill, right? 2% elevation, or 2% drop on average, you know, that's another 10-15 seconds. So I'm close, it's close to, you know, a 6 minute per mile effort equivalent. So I'm feeling pretty solid after that. Tomorrow we've got 5 miles easy, and then I don't even know what my long run consists of this weekend. I'm pretty positive it's a 20-mile run. I don't know if there's a workout in the middle or if it's all easy miles, but we'll handle that when we get there. So good effort today. I'm really pumped with that. I'm gonna take this energy into the weekend, and we're getting closer and closer to that BQ attempt. It's getting exciting. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.